What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the really bright Vapors Garage. I don't even know how this looks. A little more lighting. It's a little better. I think. I don't know. You tell me. Doesn't matter. Just went to the first ever NVE for New York. It was at the Nassau Coliseum, Uniondale, New York. I went yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. For the last couple weeks, I've been keeping an eye on the Instagram page for NVE because before I go, I like to see what vendors are gonna be there so I know where I'm gonna spend my money. There wasn't really anything great, you know, so I was going in with very low expectations. I almost didn't go. Going in with very low expectations. Now, it's my home, it's on Long Island. You know, I'm a Long Island guy. So I was very, 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 very excited when I saw them announce it months ago that it was going to be here. It might have even been last year. I don't know. Beginning of this year, end of last year, they announced it. Very excited. 10-minute drive as opposed to going to Connecticut, which is fucking 3 hours away. Yeah, I just adjusted that while filming, whatever. So yeah, I get there. First of all, every time I've gone to NVE, it's been like $15, right? Tickets were on sale for $15. But they're being sold through Ticketmaster. What does that mean? That means an ass load of fees. All right, I get it. You know, that wasn't up to the people running NVE. Pardon the interruption. Where was I? I get it. It wasn't that's not the fault of the people actually running NVE. That's because they're throwing it at an actual event center. So, you know, follow me here. Shitty announcements on Instagram of companies that really don't give a shit about, and ticket fees. So whatever, I bought my ticket at the door instead of buying them online. Ended up being $20 instead of $25. So I saved $5. Now, as I was online waiting for my tickets, waiting to buy my ticket, Grim Green is standing next to me. Grim Green, the host of NVE, is standing next to me. He didn't have a ticket. He told me that the person running the show said that his ticket would be there, and it was not there. So, that's how you treat the host of your show. That's pretty shitty. I understand, you know, you got a lot going on, you know, planning this and planning that. And from what I understand, people paid astronomical amounts for these booths. They're a picnic table with fucking posters. I don't know how much these people paid to represent their company, but whatever it was, if it was a lot of money, I'm sure they got ripped off. So, shitty Instagram posts, shitty Instagram advertisement, and ticket fees, and your host doesn't have his fucking pass waiting for him. So I got there a little late, or what I thought was late. Now, when I show up to NVE in Connecticut, The fucking line is out the door, down the hall, crazy. I walk in. First of all, I drive in, and there's like 10 cars in the parking lot. I was like 45 minutes late. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's NVE, you know, whatever. You know, it's not a big event. I'm not expecting huge crowds. I was there for about, I want to say 4 hours, 4.5 hours. And if there was 100 people in there, that's probably being generous.
Got it. Take care.
Pretty much. Oh, excuse me. It's hot in here. If you hear fans, I'm sweating like dick off. It was hot in the fucking basement of the Nassau Coliseum as well. I have a lot of gripes. Not a lot of juice companies represented. And I'm gonna assume that it was because of the price that they're charging. Like, it was a lot of what I refer to as budget juice. You know, no offense. And there was companies out there, you know, trying to get their shit out there. You know, good for them. Good for them. And I went up to one company and they were like, oh, this is like one of the hottest juices out there right now. Never heard of you. Nami Nams. Never heard of you. This is the hottest juice out there. Relax yourself. Dead Man's Hand. I've heard so much about Dead Man's Hand elixir or whatever, and I went to their booth, gung ho. They had these fucking sick mods and all fancy RDAs to try all their shit. The juice was eh. Fellas, you're at a vape convention. Show prices are not retail prices. $20 for a 60 mil that's been aged for a few weeks. $30 for a 60 mil that's been aged like a couple more weeks in a barrel, and $40 for 100 mil. First of all, your juice ain't worth that much outside of a vape expo. So for you to charge that at an actual expo, you got some brass balls. Or whatever the fuck those caps were made out of on those RDAs. Adamantium, I think. I don't even know. I can't afford it, so it don't matter. You guys can afford it because you got dick riders. I know you got your dick riders. But anyway. So Grim Green was hosting. And so was this guy Blake Weber. I have never heard of Blake Weber before they announced that he was hosting. I do not want that guy representing the vape community. He is the most annoying asshole I think I've ever seen. If he is what the public is perceiving as vapor, he is the antithesis of what our image should not be. Yeah, dude, he's fucking talks like this, dude. I left because I kept hearing his voice. And because it was just a shitty show. It really was. It was just a shitty show. And like I'm like embarrassed for the people that were there. Budget juices, 90. I'm gonna say like 90% budget juice. Nothing new. Nothing like catching my fancy. What the fuck did I buy? I bought, I feel bad for the guys that actually like work and not just pump out juice for the sake of pumping out juice to make $1 that were there. Like guys from my vape bar, 50 Shades of Custard, Vinyl and Vapor, M-Turk, Homeboy, Green. I feel bad for those guys. Like, they actually had to show up to this thing. Then I asked someone today's Sunday, today's day 2. I didn't go, I went day 1. Because I always go day 2 when things are sold out and guys are worn down just because Saturday is fucking crazy. So I'm like, I gotta go Saturday this time. There's no crowd. No crowd. No crowd Saturday. I asked if there was a crowd on Sunday. Nope. That was the answer I got. Nope. I'm sure a lot of people are angry that they wasted their money to represent themselves for this. First of all, you had companies there that should have been advertised on your Instagram. We know that Instagram is the fucking Vapor's fucking advertising platform. Companies that were there should have been represented. You probably put up some of the worst companies that you could have on your Instagram. And I'm sure that deterred a lot of people. And you go to the website and you scroll through, you're not even sure who's going to be there. Like, there were a lot of companies advertised as going to be there, and they were just like, there was literally like 10 companies to one booth. It was very disorganized. I walked in, I looked around, I said, oh shit, I hadn't even walked 10 feet in the door, and I said, this is the last time they're ever going to do this here. It was poor. It was very, very poor. Very poor. Trying to think, what else were my gripes? Pod systems everywhere. Bootleg drool looking things, fucking gimmicky things. Just I don't know. It was just not an enjoyable time. Like, I was fine with leaving when I did and not wanting to go back on Sunday. Normally I want to go both days. Connecticut, I want to book a hotel and stay there 2 days, but I can't because I got my kids at home. My wife won't let me. I'm a bitch like that. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever. But this was just, you had plenty of time to plan it, but it looked like you fucking threw it together at the last minute. I really don't know what happened. It's just, it was depressing. It was depressing in there. You looked at the vendors' faces, like the vendors who work hard, and they were just like defeated looking around, just sitting there like, this is it? I don't know. Is it because New York isn't like a vape crowd? I know fucking tons of people that vape in New York. What happened? What happened? I mean, I picked up a bunch of juice, mainly from companies that I know, companies that I've had their juice from before. But I picked up a lot that, actually, most of the juice I got, I've never had before. But, you know, I could have spent a lot more money if there was quality juice companies there. There wasn't quality juice there. There was like shit there. I don't know. I can't see it happening here again. It's like depressing that instead of driving 10 minutes to go and enjoy the vape community, now I have to drive 3 hours. That's a selfish comment, but whatever. It is what it is. That's all I got. It was just terrible. Terrible. Like depressingly terrible. So, sorry, not sorry. That's my take on it. Yeah, I mean, I'll do reviews on the shit that I got. I got some big things in the works. Big things. Shout out to My Vape Bar, Mikey Portel, Russell McKeever. Big things coming with them. So, I don't know. Should I do like a special hand thing? I don't know. On that note, ooh, excuse me. I lost the Allen key. Fantastic. On that note, stop buying shit juice. Yeah, that's all I got. Have a good one. Bye.